let's say there's a bull case for artificial intelligence, AI, that the world GDP grows as a result of AI, other than what people are saying, oh, we'll lose our jobs. So if the world GDP grows, then there's ample housing, there's ample food production, there's ample energy. Then what happens? America no longer needs to police the entire world in order to gain access to critical markets. In that scenario, do we move away from America, build other relationships? What happens then? This unipolar world or single power, as Ishan was talking about, that disappears then.
यूनिपोलर तो है नहीं वर्ल्ड अब.
नहीं है.
नहीं है वर्ल्ड यूनिपोलर. He promised end to 3 or 4 conflicts, right?
Not happening.
He goes in and bombs Iran.
Right. So look, I don't think it is unipolar. I think that moment is gone. Unipolarity ended with the financial crisis or thereabouts.
So the bully pulpit ends for America. Is that a possibility?
Look, either Trump is American Renaissance or this is the final manifestation of the end of Rome. So in some sense, this is actually the
You're talking about end of civilization.
No, end of Rome. The Roman Empire.
For America.
But he's talking about the end of the American civilization.
No, I'm talking about the end of America as
a
power. So either these 4 years is going to bring America back into play as a significant actor with capacities and capabilities to shape the future, or this is going to create a pushback and a disenchantment that is going to actually challenge American ability to shape our future. So, in some ways, increasingly inward-looking America and the current presidency of Donald Trump, challenge that permanent continuance of American
hegemony? Yeah.
Is that the word? In world affairs? I think it's interesting. It's interesting to see how are the Europeans responding to them, which is very interesting, by the way. If you look at how countries are responding to them, none of them are giving Trump a free pass. If you look at the alignments that are taking place,
there are also voices of capitulation, though. NATO guy called him Daddy. Daddy's home.
Like NATO is American
I know.
presence in Europe, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at the maneuvers of Merz and Macron and a few others, especially around Ukraine, and they've been able to move the American position on Ukraine. If you look what has happened, they were supposed to sign on to the Trump deal, which is let's close the conflict. And now Trump is signing on to the European project that let's arm them more and let's give them more and let's fight that conflict.
Yeah.
What has happened?
Completely contrary to his poll promises.
It's complete contrary. So if you look at what the Europeans and we have been able to do, it is not actually follow Trump's lead, but Trump following the European lead. Now, you can couch it in any grammar, but the fact is today that if American supplies have restarted, which they say they have, and if they are going to arm them and continue to support them and fund them, then America has signed on to the European argument, which was being made when Trump had just freshly taken charge. So I think if you see what Europe has done, they moved the Trump position significantly. So people are in their own ways pushing back and reclaiming ground and moving the needle in direction that they want to. Right? So it's interesting what Europe has done, and I'm sure other geographies are going to begin to do that as well.
A question on critical technologies.
But on the AI world and this world of abundance and everyone is happy, this is like some nice fairy tale. I think the world of abundance will be built on technology which will be concentrated and controlled by a very few.
Exactly what ma'am was saying. Aren't you seeing like a new sort of global arms race now with these critical AI technologies? And America has a bargaining chip right now.
AI and semiconductors are the new zero sum that will define global politics, and you will continue to see in some ways control of their access by all parties. So it is not just the Chinese who will control
Asians,
but you will see American export control on these coming into effect for many of us. Right now they were supposed to be China focused, but you will see the export control extend to many countries. Right? So you will see increasingly the semiconductor supply chains and the AI capability supply chains.
And rare earth will also fall under the same thing.
Yeah, so the material supply chains, which is rare earth and certain metals, they will continue to see greater licensing arrangements and control arrangements. That will look. So I don't believe that world of abundance is happening in my lifetime.
El Dorado nahi ho raha.
We are not going to all be living in nirvana. We will be living in a real world where we will have to be dealing with old and new powers that are going to control the supply chains to our future.
Do subscribe to the ANI Clips channel to get shorter versions of this podcast. Click here to watch the full episode.